Hello, I'm Richard Carter, and over the past couple of weeks, me and my team have been learning about what has happened to the wonder of the world, Jurassic Park. It all started with John Hammond, a billionaire full with ideas. Hammond founded the InGen Corporation, who started to clone dinosaurs. This led the dinosaur species to be brought back into the world nearly 65 million years after being extinct. Although Jurassic Park was destroyed, it still brought geneticists to think about what they will do in the future with this kind of technology. It has been nearly 5 years since the Jurassic Park was destroyed, and now we are here to find out about the operations that happened in the park from first-hand sources. So Tim, what made your grandfather think of this, and how did he pull this off? This is obviously a long-term investment.
Well, he really loved money, and with the economy, there was not much more to do. So he thought of something never done before. But he knew he needed the right team. So he set out searching for the right team. Henry Wu was his main biologist, and was the one who genetically engineered the dinosaur.
Genetically engineered. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, Mr. Wu can tell you a lot more about that.
Hello, Henry. Do you think you can answer a couple questions for us?
Of course.
Okay. First off, how did you bring back these dinosaurs?
There's two possible ways to get DNA from a dinosaur. The first way is Loy. This is an antibody extraction technique we can use sometimes to get DNA directly from dinosaur bones. But this method is only our backup. Our main method is taking amber tree sap, which is often insects are attracted to, which then they get caught into the sap. We have found insects like mosquitoes that have sucked dinosaur blood long ago, almost 65 million years ago.
So how do you get a dinosaur species that you specifically want in your park?
Well, it's basically luck of the draw. If we find a dinosaur bone, it could have a DNA from one dinosaur to another, and same with the mosquito blood.
Mm-hmm. So you'd say that more dinosaurs get bit than others?
Yes, you could say that.
Well, thanks so much for your time, Henry.
It was my pleasure.
We have talked to the two of the most influential people in the 20th century. Now, let's talk to an expert on dinosaurs and other species from that time, Mr. Alan Grant. Grant is a paleontologist. How are you doing today, Grant?
I'm doing well.
What were your original thoughts on this park?
Well, for me, I was beyond excited to see real dinosaurs, but also a little skeptical on the security side.
I could see how you'd think that. Speaking of security, it seems like you brought some weapons for us today.
Yes.
Do you mind telling us a little bit about these?
So this is a 89 Glock. It's a tranquilizer gun, and it's not loaded. This was used to save Lex and Tim.
Nice. How about this one?
This one's a little bit less powerful, but it still works the same way.
Nice. So you said that you single-handedly saved John Hammond's grandchildren, Tim and Lex. Do you think you could tell us more about that?
I had to do the right thing when I saw they were in trouble. Dinosaurs are about to do what dinosaurs do to humans, and I just pulled out my tranquilizer gun, gave it one nice shot, and it was down, and I got them to safety. Ian Malcolm was a logical mathematician. He was right all along. He knew that Jurassic Park would fail. No one believed him. He died later in the hospital from a vicious T-Rex attack. He held on dear for his life, but just could not hold on any longer. He will be missed. Dennis Nerdy, a corrupt computer geek. He was trying to sell out dinosaur embryos. He set up the computer system, but also shut it down so he could get away with the embryos. He later died from an attack from a Dilophosaurus. This creature spit poison into his eyes and ate him alive. He will be missed. Robert Muldoon, a brave game warden. He kept all people and dinosaurs safe. He wanted heavier weaponry at the park, but nobody would give it to him. Evidently, the wish they would have. He died from a horrifying velociraptor attack, trying to get the park back together. He will be missed. Ray Arnold, a brilliant engineer. He led all the survivors to safety by getting the power back on, even though Nerdy turned it off. He had used his smart thinking and quick knowledge to solve this problem. He died from a velociraptor attack when he turned the power back on. He will be missed.